I want to bring in New York Post columnist, Fox News contributor Miranda Devine. You wrote a book about this laptop. Miranda, good morning to you. I just want to summarize here. More than 200 pages of bank records related to Hunter Biden, his uncle James, and maybe more. Pretty involved. What does it suggest, Miranda?
Good morning, Bill. Well, I think we see here that Senators Chuck Grassley and Ron Johnson are really the unsung heroes of this investigation into the Hunter Biden laptop and the influence peddling of Joe Biden's family during his vice presidency. They were obstructed by the FBI back in the middle of 2020 when they were running this investigation, and also obviously by their Democratic opponents, but also by Republicans in their own committees. So that's a story that I think will come out fully next year. But in the meantime, they have this 220-odd attachments, basically being bank records, other material that they've managed to gather from the Treasury Department and elsewhere that show the money flow from Communist China, in this case, into bank accounts associated with Hunter Biden, Jim Biden, the president's younger brother, and their various business partners in America. And I think together that paints certainly a damning circumstantial picture, and it gives the Republicans a basis to work on when they have their investigations that they're promising next year into this issue.
So if Grassley and Johnson win, they're in some tight races right now, Iowa and Wisconsin respectively. And if you get the majority in the Senate, to your point, yes, they will go forward. Meanwhile, we got this from Jon Stewart. I know you've been talking about this for several years. Here is Jon Stewart reacting to the story.
Hunter Biden being on the board of
Burisma.
To me, that's corruption straight up off the bat. The idea that nepotism would allow much larger amounts of money to flow into the hands of people unqualified because you think those countries are trying to buy influence.
That's an argument you've been making for a couple of years now, Miranda.
Yes, well, and nice of Jon Stewart to come to the party. He's really about 5 or 6 years late, because that was known, that nepotism and the Burisma money. I'm not sure everyone knew quite how much it was, that it was, $1 million a year, $83,000 a month. But still, it was known then, and it was sanctioned by the media. I mean, there was a little bit of an outcry, but not much. So, welcome aboard, Jon Stewart. But it's more of the same. It's more of, what you can call a limited hangout. I think people on the left are now acknowledging the obvious, which is that there was influence peddling going on, but they are very eager to quarantine Joe Biden from that. They just want to throw Hunter Biden under the bus, and then they'll say, well, he was a drug addict, he couldn't help what he was doing, and he's now reformed.
My sense is we're going to be talking to you again real soon. Miranda, thank you for your time. Miranda Devine with us, New York Post, you bet. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Kilmeade. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to click to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page. This is the only way that I know for sure that you're not going to miss any great commentary, any great news bites, any great interviews coming your way on Fox. You can get it all here on YouTube. So subscribe right now.